Hello everybody, it's Captain Hooch. So, I think I'm going to try to start doing a weekly vlog sort of deal. I'm not really sure for a name for it. If anybody who has a good idea for a name, go ahead and leave it in the comments. I'm thinking Drunken Mondays. Because with my work schedule, I end up working a lot of weekends. Usually Friday through Sunday, and it's overnight work, so I get home in the morning and go into bed when the sun's up. Usually in bed by now, but just kind of can't sleep, you know? Been one of those weeks. So I figure, now's good as time as any to do some rambling. So I got 3 things I'd kind of like to talk about. First of all, I am drinking a bit. Found some Mike's Harder Lemonade. Actually bought this a few weeks ago from my roommate, and he loved it, and I decided to grab a pack for myself. It's not bad. Prefer a regular beer myself, though. But, yeah, it's not bad. So, first thing I want to talk about is the Supermoon eclipse. Now, if you haven't figured it out yet, I'm definitely an astro nerd. I love myself some space stuff. Anything to do with space, love it. I mean, about any smart person channel that, talks about space that I can subscribe to on YouTube, I'm looking it up. I'm watching their videos. When I get bored, I'm usually reading up on stuff about space. I'm following, anytime SpaceX does a launch, I'm trying to catch live streams when NASA does their launches. Love space. Love learning. It's funny. If I'd told younger me that, he would have been like, hell's wrong with you? But hey, what can you do, right? So, Supermoon. Now, where I work, I'm on top of a mountain in the middle of nowhere. There's virtually no light pollution, and it's clear and beautiful up there most of the time. There's hardly any trees getting in the way. There's only one mountain that's taller than the one I'm on. So, it's like the perfect place to, set up a telescope and look around or whatever. I mean, I don't have a telescope to take with me. The only telescope I have is kind of broken and in my attic. I really should get it fixed or replace it. Plus, I really don't like being outside by myself up there at night because there's a lot of bears. It's a very much outdoors type job. I can't really say what I do because there's a big multimedia, social media type of policy at my work. So, just say I work outdoors. I'm in the middle of nowhere. That's about all I can really say about it. It's a fantastic job, though. I love it. But I get up there tonight, and I am pumped because we're supposed to have the big supermoon and the eclipse of the supermoon, which is supposed to come only, every 20 years or so. And I was too young to care about it last time anything like this happened, so really wish I could go back to my younger self and just care, what's wrong with you? But what can you do? So I get up there and it's starting to rain a little bit, but calms down, and I decide, once it gets dark and I look at the schedule for it when it's supposed to start, I get out of my vehicle. Clouds. And I'm not just talking like, your regular passerby nighttime clouds are a little bit cloudy. I'm talking total freaking overcast. Can't find the moon, can't find the stars. It was a disaster. I was so angry because it's like, the next time we get an event like this, it's supposed to be, 18 to 20 years or so, and God, I'm gonna be, oh crap, I'll be almost 50 when it happens again. That sucks. I'll be fucking old. But yeah, there was a lot of times when I got outside and I looked up and I looked around, made sure nobody's around me, and then I just started swearing profusely at the sky because the sky was being a dick. I felt like becoming one of those James Bond type supervillains who, because it was some crazy fucking evil plan to control the weather just so I can destroy all the clouds. Because I was really pissed about that. And, of course, when I'm at work, I'm stuck on my mobile internet, and, if you have mobile internet and you're not one of the fortunate people who live somewhere where there's a reasonable provider, you get stuck with a data cap. Mine's 2 gigs. 2. And, for financial reasons, I don't really pay for the extra gigs so I can, sit and stream video and stuff when I have a free moment when I'm away from home on the weekends. But what can I do? Just yell at the sky like a crazy, crazy man. Which I did. There was a lot of that happening. The clouds did part long enough for me to see the moon while it was still red, which was pretty awesome. I haven't seen a red moon forever. Completely missed out on the eclipse, though. I was very, very upset about that. And looking around on Reddit and Facebook, a lot of people were really upset they didn't get to see it, so it sucks. Clouds are dicks. That's the moral of the story. You can't trust a cloud. They're assholes. They're dicks. They'll block out any cool astronomical event ever. So, moving forward, I've got a neighbor. He's a former Air Force guy, pretty cool. Went to high school together. We sometimes game together, not very often, because conflicting schedules. I'm awake all night because of my work. He's awake during the day because he's doing the whole college thing and, getting the really awesome packages that veterans get for going to college. So, he recently, I wouldn't say recently, but he's got into vaping, and I didn't know about it for a while, because last time I saw the guy when he came back from the Air Force, he was a smoker, and then out of the blue one day, he's just like, hey, check it out, I got e-cig stuff. So yeah, I'm going from Supermoon to vaping, and this is primarily a gaming channel, but it's my rambling series. But he turned me on to a new liquid, so if any of you out there are vapors, and I'll just hold this up to the camera, it's White Raven. They are actually pretty awesome. They're veteran-owned, so if you're an American and you support the military or veterans of the military, they sent this awesome little microfiber cloth, which I kind of keep on my desk to set my e-cig on. They're actually really good liquid. I mean, the flavor's fantastic. They do high VG ratio for the most part. You can get about any nicotine strength you like. I've got this liquid at 6 milligrams. It's called Mama's Melons. It tastes like melons. It's really good. I've got that in my old Sigelli 100 watt with a mutation dripper on it. Pardon the cough. I've had a weird cough all night. It's pretty good. I like it. They're not my favorite, but they're up there as far as really good liquids go. I mean, I do prefer 100% VG. This is, I think, 80-20 mix, 80 VG, 20% PG. And they're not my favorite, but they're definitely up there for really good juice. The flavor is fantastic in these. I mean, the other flavor I'd recommend is, I've already been through the bottle, but I'll show it to you. It's this one. I don't know if you can read the label or not, if my camera will focus. Focus. Okay, well, it says Boy Scout blood, and if you can't guess, it's s'mores. Tastes exactly like s'mores. It's fantastic. Got another flavor from them that I'm going to be trying when that bottle runs out. It's called Strawberry Shortcake. Hopefully it's good. Next time I do a rambling, if I remember to, I'll let you know how that turned out. But yeah, give them a go. If you're a vapor or you know some vapors, recommend White Raven e-liquid. They're not paying me for this. I'm recommending it because I like them. I mean, I'll definitely order it again in the future. I definitely think, though, it's more of a tank liquid than a dripper liquid, even with the higher VG ratios in it. My neighbor's running them on a I can't remember what mod he's using, but he's using a Kanger sub tank, and it's pretty good. I mean, I like it. I recommend it. Finally, the next thing I can really talk about is the Elite Galaxy video that I put out recently. I asked around on Reddit a little bit if people would be cool with, an educational video with Elite Dangerous as the main theme. I figure since, the Stellar Forge does a really good job of modeling our universe, that's the thing, the procedural generator that Frontier's using, that it would be really good to use Elite as a teaching tool. And I'm a massive astro nerd. I love space. If you want to ask me a question about space, I'll try my best to answer it for you. And if I don't know the answer, I'll probably be, just immediately going to look it up, because I want to know everything there is to know about space. Space is awesome. Space is the future. You know why the dinosaurs died out? They didn't have a space program. So, if humanity needs to survive, we need to learn about space. We need to get a good space program. We need to, be able to survive the end of our planet, whether that be in 5 billion years from the sun expanding, some rogue meteorite or asteroid or comet or neutron star or whatever, happens to wander into our galaxy and destroy us, or if we just start blowing ourselves up, which really hope we don't. But the people like Nerdwriter and Michio Kaku talk about type 1, type 2, type 3, and type 0 civilizations. The move from type 0, which is what we are, to a type 1 is the hardest thing, and that's usually when they suspect that if there is intelligent life out there, that maybe the reason we haven't found it is because in the process of going from a type 0 to a type 1 civilization, they fell to acts of war and disagreement over how the world should progress and blew themselves up. It's a topic that I'd definitely like to talk about in a future vlogging or rambling video. But I don't want to be sad. I don't want to think about depressing futures. So, my Elite Galaxy videos, I put out one on the sun. I figured, Earth Sun, fantastic place to start the journey. The next video, I'm not sure where I want to go with that just yet. I would like to maybe do white dwarfs or brown dwarfs. The hardest part is getting footage of flybys and stuff. Maybe even nebulas. It's inspired me to do another trip to Sagittarius A so I can get a lot of footage of random stars. I'm going to be focusing almost entirely on stars this time around. When Horizons drops, since I have the Lifetime expansion, I might look into a second season of our Elite Galaxy for, moons and other non-atmospheric bodies in space, because it gives me more reason to learn about celestial bodies, and it gives me an excuse to teach people about it. And if I can teach somebody something they didn't know yesterday, if I can make one person happy, then I think I'm doing something right with my life. So, there's that. But as far as the next video goes, it's our Elite Galaxy is kind of a whenever I put it out sort of deal, because a lot of it requires on finding the types of stars I need footage for, finding information, and putting it into something I can throw out in about 3 to 6 minutes or so that it's not, too long of a video. And I'll probably be posting the videos when they come out on the Elite Explorers subreddit and the Elite Dangerous subreddit to help with visibility. If you have any requests for videos mostly revolving around stars and nebulas, I'd be happy to hear them. As for anything else to talk about, I did recently hear from one of Boogie2988's videos that a famous YouTuber who I honestly had no idea existed committed suicide, and that really sucks, because I've got some friends in real life who have had those types of tendencies before, and it's definitely something that really sucks for people. They have to go through it. That something in their head is just, in such a way that they think it's the right idea. But I can tell you this much on it, is that when you hurt yourself to take away the pain, whether it be temporarily or permanently, you're not just ending something for yourself or temporarily avoiding a problem for yourself. You're also creating a problem for other people. And I'm not going to say it's selfish, because that's a debate I don't want to get into, but if you feel like self-harm or suicide is the way to go, seek help, because it's not cool. It's not a cool thing to do. I don't think there's really, like, I have a hard time trying to rationalize in my head any reason anybody should ever do that. But like I said, I don't know the guy who did it. I didn't know about him until it happened. I do know that it's devastated a lot of people. I do know that there's quite a few YouTubers out there who are way, way bigger than me. People who get like multi-million views per video type of big. But I know a lot of them are upset about it, and they're taking a break from YouTube to properly grieve before they come back. So, heart goes out to them and to anybody who knew the person and their family and all that. And heart goes out to any of you if you're feeling these same tendencies. Don't do it. I don't want to see anybody do that. That's just a really, really shitty way to go. I mean, I don't know. I'm not really good at talking about this stuff because I can't feel that way. I've had moments where, like any person, you think about it, but it never gets anywhere. And to imagine that those moments where the thought crosses your mind, even in a non-serious manner, and it becomes serious and something you actually want to do, that disturbs me greatly. So, that's that on that topic. But, happier note. You got 4 days off this week. I'm going to try to do something. Hopefully I can get an Elite Galaxy video out this week. If not, I might be able to pull off some CQC. I do have an idea for showing people how to work with CQC when they're not exactly fantastic fighter pilots, but how to pick out their targets so that they are the least likely to get shot down, which is kind of how I play, because I'm not a fantastic fighter pilot in Elite. I might also do some Kerbal Space Program videos. I haven't played that game in months, so expect me to be pretty bad at it. And I want to apologize for not having my Hearthstone video last week. I don't think the series is very popular, and like I said, I'm kind of new to the whole, doing YouTube regularly sort of deal. It was something I've been wanting to do for a while, and I'll get better at it, I'm sure. But I do need to get back and do a Hearthstone video, hopefully get that out this week. That's just a quick and easy thing I can do to make me feel like I'm being productive with the channel. And Hearthstone's a fun game, even if it does make me pretty angry sometimes. Though you wouldn't know watching my videos. I find that it's a lot harder to get mad at a game when I have a camera in front of me knowing that people are going to be watching. So, I'm not sure if you hear that. I've had a house across the street from me got sold, and they've been running all kinds of equipment over there, pressure washers and lawn mowers, etc., getting the place fixed up. So, try not to record too much at this hour because it gets noisy. Which really sucks because I have to sleep at this hour. And speaking of which, I should definitely be hitting the sack. So, to everybody, good night, or good morning, whichever it is for you. Hope you all have a fantastic day, and I'll try to do the weekly ramble. I'll try to do the rambling thing weekly, if not every week, just as a recap of the week and my plans for the channel, and just kind of what's been on my mind lately. So, in short, White Raven E-Liquid's fantastic, fuck the clouds, and definitely going to try to get at least 1 or 2 videos out this week, either Kerbal or Elite, and for now, it's Captain Hooch signing off. Good day.